Hello, Joe Hooker 11 here, and I'm bringing you a movie review. I just recently finished, actually three movies I recently finished. I finished the movie 23 Blast, Unbroken, and Among Against the Sun. Now, the one that I'm going to be reviewing today is I'm going to be reviewing each film, and but I'm going to be doing them in different videos. Now, the first one that we're going to do is 23 Blast. I watched it last night, and I really enjoyed that movie. I'm not much of a big sports fan, but I looked at the trailer. The trailer looked pretty good, so I decided to watch it, based on a true story. Now, the story 23 Blast is about a kid that he's a big high school star. He's a sports athlete. Everybody knows him. He is the head player of his team. And one day he has this really bad headache because of finding out he's got this infection that leaves him blind. And then he's trying to go throughout daily life as a blind person, and then his coach comes up to him and says, "Hey, come back to football. You can play center because center doesn't require you to do much. All you have to do is to keep the guy in front of you from moving around." And it's him deciding whether to go to football or to stay safe while being blind. It's a very inspirational movie. I really enjoyed it. And one of the reasons I enjoyed it, now, like I said, I'm not much of a sports fan. I don't really watch that many sports movies. But I enjoy movies like that which are true, because when stuff like this, when the incredible twists happen and whatnot, it's not just Hollywood making up something. It's actually how it happened. Well, usually with a little bit of fluff, but fluff is okay every once in a while in a movie. The movie, by its very nature, aspires to be inspirational, and it succeeds at that. And what is more inspirational than having trials in your life that seem insurmountable and yet still overcoming these obstacles? That's inspiration right there. The man that the movie is based off of actually makes a cameo scene as a preacher, which the kid actually eventually grows up to be a preacher. I don't remember names or anything for the movie. He asks him, "Who are you?" And that's the message of the film. Who are you? Are you going to allow your circumstances to dictate who you are? Or are you going to allow yourself to dictate your circumstances? Yes, there are things that happen in our life that, life serves us melons. What was the saying? The saying is that if life serves you lemons, make lemonade. And the thing was is that the movie was not dedicated to this character. It wasn't. It was dedicated to the best friend of the main character who died. And the thing was that this best friend had a lot of issues. He was a drunk. He was envious of the main character for his success. But wasn't the focus of their friendship. What was their friendship about? Their friendship was based upon a mutual raising of each other. The main character was blind, but this friend came in and he's like, "Look, we're going to get you through this. I'm going to help you become who you once were." And the main character was like, "Look, I'm going to help you overcome your drinking problems. I'm going to help you become the man that I know you are." And that's the true measure of friendship right there, is helping each other reach your potentials. Now, was there some things that I think that weren't all that good? The writing could have been a little bit better. There were some parts where it was really weak, and there was some of the actors and whatnot, they really kind of stressed the idea that they were acting. You could really tell that they were just acting, that they weren't really into their roles. One of the elements that they tried to do with the movie that, while it works in some movies, it didn't really work in this movie. And that was, in every single sports movie, you have the few fans that are always at every single game. And they brought them in, but they brought them in basically as a side joke. that really fell short in this movie, and I think that if they hadn't have done that, or maybe got some better actors, that it would have worked much better, but it didn't. But for the most part, I really enjoyed this movie. I would give it a B, a straight B. You know, it's a good movie. It's not the best movie you'll ever watch, but it's certainly a better movie than some of the other movies that are out there. And I think anybody who watches the movie will enjoy it and be inspired by the message that it has for us. All right, this is Joe Hooker 11, and I'm saying to you, have a good evening, and comment, subscribe, and see you next time.